Hello and welcome to another video from the game A Twisted Path to Renown. In this video I'm gonna tell about my experience with the looting, because when you start this game you have a tendency to just loot everything you come across, and you quickly find out that not everything is worth taking out or just weighs you down in game. So I'm gonna go over some of the items that I found very useful looting and explain why. So this is my vault, and as you can see, I just cleaned it up a bit, so it's not that messy. Um, if we start up here, some of the things that are very nice to come by is the medicine 8 box. If you open it up, you can have 4 medic heals or fractures, splints for fractures or bandages for stop bleeding. So those are nice to pick up in game. Also saves you space in your backpack. If we go into this sack, we have the general. Here the things that I collect for barter is the oil can and the wooden caskets, the charlies and leather bracelets, maybe some of the spoons and knives, and also chest pieces. Um, you also want to take up like pocket watches. They are pretty great for money early on, and also jewelry and everything, and things like that that only fills one slot and is worth a lot of money. And you also need to check the weight. This one is not. It's a lot of money for a little bit of weight in your when you're in the raid. So compare the money with the weight and the space in your backpack, and also if you need the items for barter. So check the barter out, find the good deals to see what you're gonna bring out. Also cigars, very nice to bring out. Pick them up if you have the room, or always have one in your backpack so you can extract at the Sullivan extraction. Then we have, of course, all the vault extension permits. The ones you want to find is the advanced and the basic. The superior you're gonna use later on in the game, but not so many of them. So concentrate on the basic and the advanced if you find them. Bring them out until you have your vault extensions to the maximum. You're gonna need a lot of them. Um, then belts, well, they come in 1 to 4 slots, and the 4 slots is nice to bring out if you find them. Also the 3 slots. The 2 and the 1 slots you can buy it in the market depending on your reputation. Of course, keys if you come across them. Um, they're nice to have in stock if you're going for a specific rate and want to be sure you can get into the houses. Of course, holsters if you come by lightweight, worth taking. Um, also to reduce the weight in the raid. Then you can collect hats and shoes and specific clothing from some of the bosses in game. Some of the hats are worth some money, like this one, $8.5. So they can also be taken out for selling if you don't want to wear them. So those are also nice to look for, and you can of course equip them in game. Just remember that if you intend to sell them, that the wear will go down as you run around. So might want to just put them in your backpack if your intention is to sell them. Then of course ammo, but not all ammo or ammo is just not ammo. So if you want some, if you need ammo in game, just pick it up and use it. But if you are collecting specific ammo, then you might need to check them out. You can always see the line here, what's it made of, and once you get to know them, then you can easily see. So this one is a smokeless. If it's a B, it's normal. Then you get all the smoke from when you're firing the gun. I usually go for the smokeless. So that's an indicator I'm looking for when I'm picking up ammo in game, and also the damage, of course, and the other specs for the ammo. Um, and also when you're in the game, you want to pick up food and water as you go. Make sure that your water and hydration and stomach, stay not stomach fullness, but energy level is up to date, so you don't run out of energy or die of starvation or thirst. So pick those up for consumption in game, and if you find some of the good ones with the boost, you can pick them up and take them out if you have the room. Of course, also if you find healing potions in game, pick them up if you have the room for them or if you need them, and then use them in game as you go. So those are nice things to look for. Um, when we come down to here, I have my ore and wood. Um, Personally, I don't pick up much ore because you see that this one is 4,500 grams, so that will weigh me way down in a rate. I do sometimes pick up coal because I need a lot of it, and it's not that heavy. So if I have the room for it and I come across it, I pick it up. Um, Also sometimes the higher end ingots and bars, steel bar or iron ingot, maybe brass or lead tin alloy, if you come across them and have the room and the capacity to carrying them out, could be nice. Especially the iron ingot is worth a lot. Uh, See, $7. So that's an easy money if you just want to sell it. And they also take a lot of coal to make, so you might save some time and some workshop time for other things if you need them. So those would could be nice to bring out, but bear in mind they are very heavy. So the steel bar is yeah, well, if we find five, then it's 7 kilograms. Then if we go to this one, we have the gunpowder. Go for the smokeless. The regular we have down here, I don't use them that much. They're for if you're using shotgun shells, make shotgun shells, then go for the super fine. The diamond and the rough you can purchase from the market, buy from the market, and also the patent number two smokeless you can buy from the market. You see here I've stockpiled for future making of bullets if I need to. The genuine and the smokeless powder number 5 is always pick those up if you have the room and take them out because then you can make better ammo types. The carnabu wax, if you come across that one, for reducing the wear on the guns when you're making bullets, are nice to have out. You cannot buy this from the market, so bring it out. That's pretty much the only way. Also sandpapers for bullet making and handle grip making are good to have if you find them. Um, the brass sheets I sometimes takes out because it's a pain to make. It takes a lot of coal and takes a lot of time if you have to mine and make brass and then make brass sheets in order to make casings. So if you find this, then take it out, bring it out with you. Uh, and then we have the racks, all the revolver frames and the shotgun frames and the single shot bolt frames. Those you cannot make. So if you are making guns, you want to bring these out too because they can be a pain to get. The single action revolver frame and the double action you can sometimes buy from the market. Also the shotgun frame. Um, the other ones are more rare. You might have to barter for them or find them in game. The double shotgun and the single shot bolt action frame. So bring those out if you find them and if you have the room. Of course, until you have plenty to go by. Um, so there in here we have the handles. You can make the handles from wood, but it takes some time. So if you have the room, might be nice just to bring them out if there's nothing better to loot. Um, but you can make these by yourself. The scopes, now I only have an 8 times here. There's also 4, and the muffler. You want to bring those out, especially the 4 times scopes and the muffler. The 8 times scopes might be too much zoom for most guns um, to be actually good to use. So the 4 times is considered by many to be the perfect scope. So bring those out if you find them, and the muffler also is nice to have. And you cannot make those in the workshop. Um, and here we have all the cylinders and the barrels. The cylinders you cannot make either, so bring them out. You can buy the 38 and the 44 in the market, but the 45 is worth bringing out because you cannot get it from other places than in the raid. Also, all the barrels you can make. I tend to bring out the 29 and sometimes the 16 because those you cannot buy. The 9-inch barrel you can buy from the market, so you can stock it up in your vault. But especially the 29 is worth bringing out. The 16s can also be, but you can make those with the steel and the drill. Um, but it's a long process if you're going from the bottom. So we come over here. We have the animal bone. You get those either from animals or usually in the TBs. TBs at the natives have a lot of animal parts and deer skins and such from nature, so that's a nice place to get those. Uh, but the animal bones is used to make glue, and you're gonna use a lot of glue both for the vault extension, but also if you're making storage containers and other stuff. So the animal bone or the glue is also a good thing to consider taking out. Of course, if you come across healing, Echina roots, and specific, if you get calendula salve, you cannot get that anywhere. You can buy the flowers, but they are really expensive. So if you can bring the salve out from the raid, that's a good one. Uh, Especially all things used for healing is good to bring out. So that's um, so you're gonna make a lot of healing potions at some time when you start doing the hard raids. Nitroglycerin is really good to take out. It doesn't feel much and it has a good price. So if you're not going to make bombs, you can always sell it and make some money. Um, so look out for this and take it out if you come across it. The oil is also good to bring out because you cannot buy it anywhere. You can barter for it, but bring it out. It's used for different things, especially if you're making guns for the barrels and also polish the handles. I think you use oil for that one. Um, if you come across skins, the boar skin is very nice for clothing, making clothes with protection, and the deer skin is very nice for lightweight or for wrapping your guns with deer skin to make them more precise. So boar skin and deer skin is worth looking at. Maybe wolf skin can also be a preferable skin, but usually the boar and the deer are on high price. Then if you come across bass, take bass. That's a very lucrative food you can make with sprinting, uh, extra sprinting. Also the hearts of various animals and tender meat. If you have the room, you can check it out. You can check out in the workshop what the different types of meat gives you of boost, and then choose from that, or just bring it out if you have the room for it. Um, Then we have, if you come across ammo loops, also nice. Those are used for making the 4-slot holster. So you can make a belt with 4 ammo slots. So those are nice to bring out if you come across them. If you like to make bows, then take the horns from the deer. You can make horn staffs. That's for the best bow in the game. They fill like 6 slots, the antlers from the deer. So might consider if you're really going to use it, but you can bring it out and make horn staffs. If you are into bows, then wax bowstring is the best you can find, uh, or take the senef. The senef you can loot in the natives camps usually, or by hunting wolves up north. Um, and then if you come across the hook latches, bring those out either for a bit of money or when you are creating storage containers like the storage bins here, they require it. So those are nice to have in stock. If you are into making arrows, then turkey feathers, uh, the best feather for the arrows. Brass casings, also a good thing to take out if you have the room for it. They take a lot of materials to make and a lot of time if you're going from scratch. Um, some screws, you cannot make these, you need them for revolvers and guns, but you easily stock up on them, so just take out a few. If we go over to the tools, then the metal shears are nice to bring out. I haven't found any place you can buy them. Also the pestle and mortar for making medicine, and a knife. Um, those 3 items you cannot buy in the market, so take those out. The crucible for making steel. There's the compact melting pot I think you can buy in the market. The fongs, bring those out if you don't have them for smelting. And also here I have different types of bullet molding tools. So the spitzer is nice if you find it. The bolo and the slug. The basic you can buy. So look out for what type it is that you find in game and determine if you need it. The machinery, you need like everything here for bullet press. You need the swagging press and the bullet press, the powder measuring tool. Those are on the lookout. Sewing machine if you are going to make clothes, and the old wise um, small rolling mill and drill mill. Once you have the machinery, just keep an eye out on the percentage and see when you need to bring a new one out. They they weigh a lot, so they are heavy to bring out. So and sometimes you have to go specific for them. Um, but just keep a lookout, see in the workshop what kind of machinery you need, and then bring it out. Um, and you can also find some sewing needles. You can buy some of them, but you might need to find some in game also. Um, so that's pretty much the things that I got in my vault right now, and the things that I'm looking for. So once I have all the things in the vault, uh, I just can pick them up once they are wear down and destroyed, and so on now, and just keeping a stock up of all the things that I need, so I don't have to look for them every time. So I can concentrate on bringing out the stuff that I like to, and the stuff that I need, so I don't wear down. So that was a short walkthrough of my vault and the things that I'm looking for when I'm in a raid.